Hey everyone, today I've got my Sound of Metal movie review. A drummer in a metal band starts to lose his hearing and his whole world turns upside down. But is that enough to drum up enough excitement to see this movie? So as far as the story goes, Darius Marder directs this movie, available to watch on Amazon Prime, and I was curious to see it because with a movie with drumming in it, I hoped it was good, if not on the same scale as Whiplash, which I would highly recommend seeing. I think it was a very excellent movie, and I heard many good things about this movie too, no pun intended. It starts off at a metal music gig, and let me tell you that I actually felt like I was there with the surreal atmosphere, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the metal rock genre of music, and the way it was presented here, I felt a mix of anxiety and my heart was racing constantly, but as it got increasingly intense to watch before eventually cutting to the silence, it was a ride in itself. And the story is very unique, and it's an experience to see how they tackle the challenges of hearing impaired individuals and what they have to go through on the daily. And for this one guy to immerse himself in the lifestyle, which felt completely foreign to him, you can't help but feel sympathy when he struggles to accept, this new reality of, his situation. But what's even more fascinating is the fact that you have this subject matter being focused on in this movie, and in this realm of the hearing impaired is in fact inspiring to see Hollywood, bring it to light, because you don't see too many, deaf movies. So I thought that in itself was just, a very unique way to, have this movie. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Riz Ahmed, who gives the performance of a lifetime as this drummer named Ruben, who you see slowly descend into this role that is both raw and emotional. I mean, I was immediately drawn to his character, and like I said before, you really do feel for him, and there's not even words I feel like can describe how, he came off, and it just was unlike anything I had ever seen in any of his previous movie roles. So I just thought it was, a very nice way to see him. And I actually feel like this role could be up for some awards consideration. Olivia Cooke plays his girlfriend, who is also a singer in the band that they formed together, and she's there for him in the beginning, supporting him while he's getting help through, this whole ordeal. Paul Raci, I don't know if I pronounced his name right, gets a shout out for having a breakout performance in this movie as the one who introduced Ruben to a group of people who are also deaf, and they're all doing these sessions and just trying to all come together and sort of, make everybody feel accepted and welcomed. So the things that I liked about this movie was that for some reason I kept calling this movie The Sound of Metal as The Sound of Silence, and for good reason, because when it is silent in the movie, the focus is not just on the performances that are going on, but it is also the cinematography, which I found to really hold this movie together. And I felt like there were these heavy moments in the movie where the main character was being tested constantly, and I felt it was just so very thorough and not drawn out, and didn't leave me, hanging. And this movie was over 2 hours long, which made it more engaging to watch how things were going to unfold, and it certainly was thought-provoking, and I honestly think it made me tear up at one point. and to see how they edited the sound to mimic what it would sound like if you were losing your hearing was very powerful as well. So I can't honestly say I hated any minute of this movie. So overall, I would say that I was really impressed with this movie, and I would definitely see this movie again and again, just because it was something completely different and unique. And obviously it's a subject and has things in it that, you know, I really feel stuck with me at the end. So I would highly recommend seeing this movie. I definitely think it is one not to miss. So I would give this 5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Sound of Metal. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.